How's it going, people? Welcome back to another video on the channel. It's been a while and I'm here to tell you why. So I've got notes on my phone, so bear with me. So I've been meaning to get back to this when I've had time, and now's really the only proper time I've had, because not only has life been busy, but the reason why I stopped making videos and going to the gym is because I had COVID. So this time round it was more like, I'd say it was more like flu, because it was like leaving me breathless and stuff, and I was extremely tired with it, and the recovery from that afterwards was a bit longer than I anticipated. So the sickness, if you will, cleared within about 7 days, something like that, but the lethargicness, if that's even a word, and the tiredness and the toll that it took on my breathing lasted a lot longer. It lasted quite a few weeks after that. So I was actively trying to get back to the gym, but my body just couldn't hack it. So I don't even know how long it's been. I'd have to check the date on my YouTube channel of the last upload, because it happened not long after that. But it's been a long time, and it was either yesterday, which would have been Thursday, or Wednesday. We went to the gym in the evening. So since that, let me backtrack a little bit. So since the recovery process has been happening, there's also been loads of life things happening, loads of busyness happening, which I'll cover in another video because there's too much to cover in this one. And I have been actively trying to get back to the gym. So my mindset hasn't shifted. My mindset is still as driven and still as motivated as ever. I still love the gym, trust me. I love being there. But the last couple of weeks after I recovered properly from COVID, I was setting my alarms for the gym, but my body was like, nah bro, I ain't getting up. And I was like, oh come on, you know, it was making me late for work. Near it, like, I say late to me, because it was I was running behind my own schedule. I wasn't actually late for work, I was late on my terms, do you know what I mean? So I've been sleeping in, even though I've wanted to go to the gym. You know, we've made plans the night before, yep, definitely going to the gym tomorrow. And rather than wake up at 4 AM to go in the morning before work, I've been waking up at like 10 to 7, 5 to 7. And you know, I usually leave the house at 7 for work, so you see what I mean by running late, and it's been throwing me off. The whole time my mind's like, I need to be in the gym, I need to be back. And my body's like, yeah, but I'm not going. So that constant battle, I've been like, dude, come on, sort it out, you know. So we're finally, I'd say we're finally back on schedule again. Obviously, it's been about 8 weeks or longer that I've been away from the gym. So I couldn't, when I got back to it the first time a couple of weeks ago, I couldn't lift nearly as much as I could when I was at the gym before COVID. Like I was pushing, I don't even know what my last record was on like bench press. Was it 24? It could have been 24, right? When I went for the first time a few weeks ago, I could barely do 16. I was like, oh, this is so hard. But we did like a late night session the other day, yesterday or Wednesday, and it was mint, honestly. It was mint. I managed to do the session that I've wanted to do for the longest time. So like in my head's been like, I just want to get a mint session done. And my body's been like, nah, I want to sleep. But this week we did it, and I got a new PB on bench, which was 26. Granted, I didn't do a full set, it was like 8 reps or something. But I got a new PB, and I smashed out this session, and I was like, boys, we're back on it. So we're back now, and we're going to be still, you know, we're going to be recording what we usually did. So we're going to keep carrying on with the workout breakdowns and things like that. We're going to try and do some different types of videos. So I'm trying to incorporate like more vlogging type things in relation to the gym, but they might go on Instagram. I'm not entirely sure yet. I've got a bit more planning to do with that, but we're at least coming back with the workout breakdowns, because they're really helpful for me. Because when I'm in the gym now and I feel like my form's wrong, I'm like, nah, that's wrong. And I can watch it back and I can either confirm or deny whether it was wrong. So we're going to get back at that because they're really helpful to me. I've got boxing gloves and stuff that I want to try. I bought them before COVID and I was like, we're going to smash these out, we're going to try these. Not touched them yet. So I want to try that because I'm no good at boxing, but I know that boxing is good for cardio, you know, on a bag. So I really want to switch up my cardio to something that's not just walking on a treadmill, you know. I really just want to do something more interesting, really, because I don't really find walking on a treadmill interesting, or going getting these steps after work somewhere interesting. I find it more tedious than anything. So I just want something more interesting for cardio. So that's why I picked up boxing gloves before I had COVID, because I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try it. I'm no good at boxing. I can't throw a punch to save my life. But, you know, again, it's something that I can watch back and go, your form is so bad. And then if I get better at it, which hopefully I do, I can see the progression. Like, this is day 1 boxing, this is like day 100 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna trial them out because they still sat with the labels on in the gym bag. Do you know what I mean? I've not used them yet, and I'm like, I want to use them. So we're going to be doing boxing at the gym because they've got bags, and I just think that's really cool. So I really want to use them. I've also officially started university now, which is very surreal to me because the place I'm going, and again I'll cover it more in a different video because there's too much to put in this one. It'll be 4 hours long if I did. The place I'm going is a place I've wanted to go to for years. This is literally a dream come true, honestly. It's so very surreal to be living out a dream. Like, I went to the induction thing last week, well, Monday, this week, and I'm just sat there and I'm like, I'm here. Do you know what I mean? I'm sat looking around going, this isn't real, this. And then went back on Tuesday for like my tutor induction, if you will. So we get to meet the tutor and get to meet like our classmates kind of thing, and we got our IDs. Got my ID hung up behind me, and I'm like, I'm sat looking at it. I'm like, this is not real. This, do you know what I mean? This is mad. I'm actually going to the place that I've been wanting to go to for years. Granted, I'm old enough to be people's dads in that class. It's mental, honestly. It's like, oh, I'll tell you quickly, right? We were in a group on Tuesday. He like put us in threes, right? And we had to learn about each other and then present each other to the class. It was very bizarre. But I can see why he did it. And these two that were in my group, right? One of them was like literally only just 18. And they're all talking about, oh, what school did you go to? And I'm like, just watching these two talk. Or what college did you go to? And I'm like, and then they came to me. They're like, what college do you go to? So I told them, and I was like, but that was like 10 years ago. That was a long time ago. And they're like, oh. And I was like, 31. And they're like, oh. And you're looking around this room, right? And I'm sat, these are all kids, mate. I'm literally on a course with people that have barely experienced the world. Do you know what I mean? No offense. It's just, I'm just joking, really. But yeah, it's mad. It's just mad, but it's cool. It's cool. So there's a lot going on in life. Hence why the gym has been a struggle, because my head has been pickled with everything that's going on, right? I had my uni stress to deal with because things weren't going right with that. I had work was just stupid. Honestly, work was just mad, mate. There's stuff going on there where you just think, this is not real, this that's going on. I had that to deal with. I had the motivation that I've got was stressing me out because I'm like, dude, I'm motivated for the gym, but my body just won't move. You know, I'm sick of being fat. I'm sick of being overweight, and I want to grind this weight loss journey out. Do you know what I mean? I want to get it done, man. I enjoy the gym, but I just want to get it done. Do you know what I mean? So I had that to deal with, and it was stressing me out. And then I had this to deal with because I'm like, I miss making videos. Every time something happens that prevents me from making videos, I always miss it until I come back to it. And believe you me, right, I've been trying to find time to sit down and get back to it, but it just wasn't happening. I was either too burnt out for it, or there just wasn't enough time. Like, I'd have like a, you know, like half a day or something, but something would come up and I couldn't do it, and I'm just like, oh, it's stressing me out, mate. So life has been stressful, dude. But I'm back at it now. I'm hopefully going to try and record my university journey, because that's what I want to do. I want to use my channel to document my learning process so that I can use it to look back on and stuff like that. And I think it'll also make for interesting viewing. But I need to speak to the uni about that and see what the feelings are on recording in studio sessions and stuff. So we'll see. I don't want to violate any terms and conditions or anything like that. I don't want to put anybody's privacy at risk, things like that, you know, because GDPR and all that jazz. So I'll find out on Wednesday, hopefully, because that's my first official day of uni on Wednesday next week, and we'll tackle that separately. But I think, to be honest with you, that's about as much as I want to cover in this. If you come back after this, I appreciate you coming back and watching. Literally, my sister's boyfriend the other day mentioned to me, he was like, why don't you do them workout breakdowns anymore? He's like, they were really good, them, I like watching them. And I'm like, I've just not had time. But we're back because I just miss it, and I'm ready. You know, I'm sick of feeling the way I'm feeling. I'm trying to transfer this motivation into fuel now, you know, like get it from up here to in here and out there. So we're back at it. I'm gonna have to learn to manage my time a bit better though, because it was a bit of a challenge doing it around working 4 days a week. Whereas now, I won't really have much time. So I've dropped my hours from work. I'll be working 3 days a week instead of 4, and going to uni 2 days a week. So I won't technically have a day off, you know. Saturday will be my only day to get stuff done. So this will be a challenge for me to learn time management. So we shall see how it goes. That's all we can do. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted it to be a somewhat quick update, you know. So if you've come back after my 50 millionth hiatus, blame COVID. That it was all COVID's fault. But we're back now, and I appreciate you sticking around. I'll have probably maybe 3 or 4 videos coming out in quick succession after this, because I have one already filmed that needs editing that I can get round to now that I'm better and I've got time. I've got 1 or 2 more that I need to film, so these will come out quite rapidly, and then hopefully as of Monday, that'll be when my workout breakdowns start again. So that'll get recorded next week as I go to the gym, and be up at the weekend hopefully, so keep your eye out. Follow me on all my socials, because I'm going to try and post on there a bit more. They'll be in the description box below, and apart from that, look after yourselves, and I will see you when I see you.